The start of my journey of gaining weight. Alrighty, here's me in eighth grade, okay? I am about 105 pounds, skin and bones. Alright, pretty skinny, no arms, right? This is me in ninth grade. I started wanting to gain some weight. Alright, and I was stuck in this phase for maybe like 6, 8 months, okay? And I'll go over the strategies that helped me get out of this phase right here. Circle. Okay. And eventually I ended up looking like this come what? End of ninth grade, going into 10th grade. This might have been the summer. From here to here, I put on about 15 to 20 pounds, okay? You might not look like it, but you can see a little bit, okay? And then this is the beginning of ninth grade as well, all right? I think I just, maybe spammed some sit-ups or something and my abs started to pop more here. But yeah, this is me about 110 pounds in ninth grade, okay? So from 8th to ninth, I gained about 5 pounds just from growing, right? Well, then I decided I want to gain some weight for baseball, okay? And then, boom, that's me. After about a year of trying to gain some weight. And then, this is me, my sophomore year, okay? I actually started putting on some weight. You can see my muscles starting to come through a little bit, right? Nothing spectacular, though, right? But we were getting somewhere. We were getting somewhere. Alright, so mistake number one. I thought my metabolism was just too fast. Sounds familiar for all the skinny folk out there, right? We've all been there. We've all made this mistake, okay? I was a victim to this mistake as well. I didn't know any better at the time, but trust me, your metabolism is not just too fast. Unless you have a genetic issue, which 99% of people don't, including you, buddy. You can gain weight. You're just not eating enough. You're just not in a calorie surplus, alright? Regardless of what you think, regardless of what anybody else around you says, oh, you eat so much, how are you not bigger? Oh, I'm eating so much, why am I not gaining weight? You think you're some special snowflake, right? I thought I was some special snowflake. That I eat so much food, right? I just can't gain weight. I just can't gain weight, dude. This is something a lot of people fall victim to, including me in the beginning. And this isn't just for fat loss, right? These are limiting beliefs that hold you back from achieving anything you might want to achieve, right? This doesn't just relate to, gaining weight or losing weight or whatever, right? This is just in general, right? If you are in a surplus, okay? In a surplus, you will gain weight. You will gain weight. You're just not eating enough food. That's all it is. If you have to, eat some of this right here. Yummy, yummy canes, okay? So yeah, go from this guy to this guy. You gotta eat some food, right? You gotta get into an anabolic state and be in a surplus. Alright. Mistake number two. This is the second mistake I made. I was not drinking liquid calories. These are your best friend when you are trying to bulk or you're just stuck skinny. You have to eat liquid calories. Or drink liquid calories. Alright? It's the absolute easiest way to get calories in. Liquid calories, it kind of feels like you're not really eating, right? You're not going through the process of chewing, and maybe that signals to your brain that you're not really getting too many calories. If you're just sipping on some drink, it's not as filling. Everybody knows this. And if you didn't, now you know. Okay, so now you're part of everybody. And the easiest way to get liquid calories in is by drinking smoothies with ingredients like milk. Alright, milk's pretty high calorie, right? Peanut butter's pretty high calorie, right? Both these have nice carbs, fats, and protein. Then you have oats, good carbs, pretty high calorie. You have fruits, not the highest calorie, but they make it tasty. You want a tasty smoothie? Why? Because then you'll be able to drink the smoothie with ease. Okay? And that's why it's the easiest way to get calories in. They also taste really, really good if you make them right. Alright? And these things only take seconds. Only takes a few seconds to drink compared to force feeding. Instead of like forcing food down your throat, having to worry about, oh, I'm so full, I can't take another bite. You could drink some calories and have an easy 600-700 calories with absolute ease by just drinking it, okay? This is absolutely the easiest way to get calories in. If you are not drinking liquid calories while you're trying to bulk, you don't want to gain weight, brother. You don't want to. As soon as I started chugging shakes, I started chugging gainer shakes. Was this the best way to gain weight? Hell if I know, but it worked. Alright? I was chugging them gainer shakes with hella ingredients, okay? Was it good? No, probably not good for me, but I'll tell you what. It's a lot easier to get the calories down. I was drinking like a 1,200 calorie gainer shake, dude, every single night. And I tell you what, the bloat, how my stomach felt, I was full as heck off of just a shake, okay? I was forcing that thing down, but you don't have to go that extreme, but that's what I was doing. I put on the weight freaking quick. Started slamming some weight on me. Feel me? I would not recommend drinking sodas, though. They will cause a lot of fat gain. It's just straight sugar. It's not good for you. It's no nutritional value. None of that good stuff, right? And if you drink too much soda and you do it long enough, this can lead to a bad habit, which will make it hard to break. And you don't want to get into the habit of drinking soda. Plus, soda makes you feel sick, and your teeth will get all creamy, and who wants all that, right? You want to get ugly? Drink some soda. If you don't want to be ugly, don't drink soda, all right? Quite simple. If you want to be a mogger, don't drink soda. If you want to be ugly, drink some soda, all right? Then you have chocolate peanut butter ingredients. I screenshotted this off the internet, all right? To make it look nice and visual for you visual learners out there, right? We got peanut butter, chocolate protein powder, milk of your choice. Just do full fat milk, brother. Don't be freaking drinking all that other BS. Alright, then we got bananas for the taste, and they're pretty healthy for you. Then we got Greek yogurt for even more protein, and you could even add some oats for even more calories. And you got ice to make it nice and cold and maybe a different texture, okay? You can do a lot of things to make your shakes taste really good. So, abuse these if you are trying to bulk up and gain some weight. Alright, let's go to the next slide. Alright, mistake number 3. I was doing way too much cardio. Now, this really is not too bad of a mistake. The reason it was a mistake for me is because I was not compensating for the cardio I was doing, right? I used to go run freaking miles all the time, play a lot of basketball and stuff, okay? And it was hurting my weight gain journey. Because I already couldn't really eat too much as was. But like I said, the cardio is not the issue. The issue is the fact that I didn't eat more calories to compensate for how active I was. Alright? I played baseball, I played football, I played a lot of sports, and I did stuff outside of that, and I ran on my own. I did a lot of stuff that caused a lot of calorie burn, which would result in me needing more calories to gain weight. Alright? And my problem was I was not compensating for that, and I didn't need enough calories. So if you do a lot of cardio, you just have to eat even more. The cardio is not the issue. The issue is that you're burning too many calories because the issue is you are not compensating for all the calories you are burning and eating in a surplus, alright? Calorie surplus equals weight gain regardless of how much cardio you do. You can do all the cardio in the world as long as you eat more calories than you burn, you will gain weight. If you struggle with getting calories in, minimize the cardio. Alright? Simple. Minimize the cardio if you struggle with getting calories in. So, this guy right here is Michael Phelps. Many of y'all may know him. Alright, I am not about to spell his whole name. I don't know what I'm doing. But this guy, during his training phases, would eat about 12,000 calories a day. That seems like almost impossible to do, right? But this guy was super, super active, doing a ton of cardio because he was in the swimming pool for hours every single day. And this guy did not have the cleanest diet either. He had a lot of junk. Chocolate chip pancakes, French toast, all types of stuff, pizza, all this stuff, right? If you are doing a lot of cardio, if you struggle with gaining weight, you might need to eat some junk, okay? It's not even too bad. But once you get the weight you need, I would eliminate junk. But you can keep some in, okay? You don't need to eliminate all of it. Just eliminate some of it. Most of it. Alright? And that's how he kept his weight on while he trained for hours every day. He ate more calories than he burnt, or ate about the same amount of calories as he burnt. Alright? That's how he didn't lose weight. Mistake number 4. I let myself get hungry. When you are in a gaining phase, or you want to bulk up, or you just want to gain weight because you're skinny, you have to not let yourself get hungry. Alright? You cannot get hungry. Have peanut butter sandwiches ready all day. If you're at school, have a peanut, like 2 or 3 in your bag. If you are working, have 2 or 3 in your bag. If you are doing anything, have a peanut butter sandwich ready so you do not let yourself get hungry. This is the perfect time to get some calories in if you're hungry, okay? Have it ready and handy. Have milk, peanut butter sandwiches ready. Milk and peanut butter are your best friend. When you're trying to gain weight, so are shakes. And don't be afraid of junk food. Why am I messing up my spelling? Spelling like my brother now. Don't be afraid of junk food. Just don't overdo it, okay? Quite simple. And here's a peanut butter sandwich in case you don't know what it looks like because you were skinny. You know, I know you've been avoiding these, but pound them, all right? So if you want some help learning how to gain some weight or just build a nice aesthetic physique that quite literally gainers respect and attraction from females or guys if that's what you like, and you want a nice V shape and look like freaking a Dorito, boom, like this guy, and get some abs, a nice aesthetic physique. Oh, terrible lighting. Did myself no justice just now. But yeah, if you want to do that, join my program below or join the group below, okay? We talk everything fitness, and I have a step-by-step program on how to build an aesthetic physique. If you would like that, program in the description. I promise it will save you years of trial and error, and you'll get results that take you 3 years in 1 year if you just follow everything I say. If I had this program when I first started, I would be a lot further along the journey by now and a lot more aesthetic, and I'd probably look like freaking Ziz, if y'all know who that is, or maybe even C-Bum, okay? I would quite literally look like C-Bum with this program. Alright, but anyways, enough of the tomfoolery. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all enjoyed this video, got any value. I appreciate y'all watching this far. Thank you. I hope these tips helped. Peace.